We're gonna talk about ankle locks from a few different positions and how to control the leg, how to get to the end of the foot and control the ankle. So first, we're just gonna talk about the mechanics of the ankle lock. So if I can put you in Ashi. So the most basic foot lock entry is to have my foot on my opponent's hip and to have my other foot inside his thigh and then kind of crunching my knees together at his thigh. So now he's pinned at the hip and he's pinned at the knee, and the last control is over at his ankle. Sometimes it's hard to get underneath the ankle here. There's a few ways to control that. I like to take my free hand and grab at the Achilles and stuff his toes into my armpit. It's tempting to grab here, but now I'm just on Russell's calf. And I could maybe calf slice him, but that's not what we're going for. So I want to reach and I like to grab his Achilles and hold his toes into my armpit. And when I put pressure on his toes with my armpit, it's a lot easier to finish the ankle lock. So now my other hand can slide through. My thumb is pointed up. If it's flat, it relieves a lot of pressure. If it's up, it adds a lot of pressure. I'm either going to grab the far lapel on my gi and keep my thumb up again. Again, it can be easy to rotate as you grab that. Or I'm gonna create a platform with my other hand under my fist. Either of those are fine. Now, I was always taught to look at the sky from here, and that's fine, that'll get there. But I really like this notion of dropping to my shoulder and rolling his toe in, and it kind of bends his toes inward while we go for that. So either of those are fine. The biggest deal in all of this is that I also keep the control over his hips. If I lose that control, I lose the ability to put pressure in both directions. Yeah, if he steps over my hip, I'm in trouble. So foot in the thigh, foot on the hip, I'm in tight. I hand the toes to myself, thread my arm through, and we create a platform, making sure our hand doesn't go down as we row back. So as we row back, everything stays together, nice and tight on the ankle. Another control here, if I do try and get this Ashi foot on the hip here, and Russell decides to take that foot off of my hip, I can now slide this foot underneath him and my foot goes inside his thigh. This foot goes inside the thigh, now this foot comes to the hip. And now this is all legal for white belts, legal in IBJJF, all that stuff. I'm not reaping. I have this kind of almost Telehiva hook coming around the other side in here. And this is called an Ashi butterfly. And again, we want to pinch the leg because we're controlling the knee. I'm going to put my, in this scenario, I want to grab my collar. I want to push down on his shin. And again, I drop my head and shoulder to the mat and start rowing backwards. And it's right there. So this control, if you get here, if Russell tries to scoot backwards, this hook on his thigh is considerably effective. And if he tries to go towards me, I push in with my foot and he's stuck going that direction. There's also times where if he does start coming towards me, I can push him away to get now extension in my feet and come back.